and I will be speaking on very special topic. I hope you all are aware of. Is it visible? I hope this is visible to all my screen, everybody. Okay. I don't know. I can't listen to you, but anyway, we have to bear sometime this kind of issue, this kind of problem. I don't know how to see. Let me first. Okay, raise your hand, everybody. One hand, if you are able to see my PPT. Now, are you able to see my PPT, everybody? Can you see my PPT? Raise your hand. Yeah, thank you. So thank you very much once again for giving me this nice opportunity. And I'm going to speak on fintech and future of financial services. Now, we all are aware of that we live in a society, we live in an economy, we live in a country. We are moving towards cashless journey. Now, just think of yourself. How many of us really wish to go to bank? Raise your hand, those who feel that you really wish to go to bank. Nobody? Last benches, 1 or 2% I can see they want to go to bank. Others they don't want to go to bank. हाँ जी सर. नहीं मैं हटा ली थी मैंने वो देखने के लिए ना, वैसे तो आ रही थी ना बीच में. अच्छा मैं शेयर करता हूँ दोबारा. सर हेलो. सर वो होस्ट डिसेबल किया हुआ है पार्टिसिपेंट स्क्रीन शेयरिंग. एबल करिए उसको. हाँ जी. नहीं वो पहले डिसेबल तो हटाइए ना सर, डिसेबल किया हुआ है आप लोगों ने. हम्म. हाँ सर जब मैं शेयर कर रहा हूँ तो उसमें लिखा आ रहा है होस्ट डिसेबल पार्टिसिपेंट स्क्रीन शेयरिंग. थैंक यू थैंक यू. Okay, everybody. I'm sorry. Sometime this happened. I mean, something this technology may sometime misbehave, and it's not in your control. So thank you very much for your patience, and let us continue our discussion. And I was curious to know how many of you really wish to go to bank. Basically, when I comes to bank, my bank manager says, "Sir, please don't come to bank. You have all the resources. You know the technology. So access your bank account, whatever things you want. Please do it from your home. Don't come to bank." Similarly, you might have noticed recently during pandemic, Colleges, schools were closed, offices were closed, and after pandemic, when everything was normal, now a lot of people they don't want to go to office. Instead, they want that they should work from home. So thanks to technology, we have a such kind of a technology, and this technology is not only in financial, not only in education, in all possible fields. You will see technology has been playing a very, very important role. I hope now I'm audible to all. Raise your right hand, everybody, and I can see. Oh, thank you very much. So nice of you. And before I move further, I had this very common question to all. The second question I will ask when I will be closing my discussion. So here you see the another slide. Uh, you know all this Airbnb, iPhone, Uber, WhatsApp, Alibaba, Facebook. What is common in all this? We all aware of. Let me make it big. Then it would be really great to see. Sorry, how to bring it here. Okay. Mm, let me make it big. Then it will work better. Okay, great. So now you know the innovation here, Airbnb, iPhone, you know Uber, you know WhatsApp. You all are familiar with this all options, all innovation, Alibaba, Facebook. What is common in this all? I hope you all are aware of that technology has been playing a very, very important role, and technology is common in all this. Right? iPhone, you like iPhone because of technology, the kind of technology they have developed, design. It's so close to our heart that we are ready to pay a premium. We are ready to pay any money for that. Same thing, nobody thought about Airbnb, that you have vacant room, you have vacant house, and now you will be getting money, and anyone from the world can access you and come to your place to live for 1 month, 2 days, 1 week. That's totally up to you, right? WhatsApp, Alibaba, Facebook, lot of these kind of organization you all aware of. And I believe not only this, as I mentioned, what is common among them, it's all about innovation. Now comes to fintech. What is fintech? It's all because of technology. When we use technology in financial management, financial terms, right? So financial terms means, for finance, what is finance for me? For you it could be a subject you need to study. Financial, most of the people they talk finance, that means money, right? And in our granth, especially in Gita, it is clearly mentioned that money is sweeter than honey. So it's, money is so precious, we need to see how we can earn money, we need to see how we can spend money. But earning money, not only earning and spending money, when you think of spending money, what you want such kind of a product that these organizations they deliver products at your home. Just think of Blinkit. Earlier it was Brofer. They claim that within 10 minutes, whatever you wish, whatever product you would like to have, we will deliver at your home, right? Similarly, a lot of company, maybe in food, maybe in other businesses, they are ready to provide goods and services at your doorstep. Thanks to technology, now you don't need to come to bank. Thanks to technology, you don't need to come to your institution, colleges or school. Even I have been learning a lot of things without going to institution, without going to abroad. A lot of things you can learn at home. But here we are talking about fintech. So what kind of technology we have in finance? So let us see what is its fintech before we go further. Fintech is revolutionizing the banking industry. Now, when you think of a bank, my father was unfortunately, he was in bank, SBI. So 10 year back, whenever I used to come to SBI, a lot of people, and every time I used to file a complaint that this bank is not so effective, not so efficient. Lot of complaint against the bank. Then I saw private bank, charges are high, but the kind of facility they are offering, awesome, wonderful, very nice. Recently, last week, I visited SBI and I couldn't find out a lot of people. So I asked a manager, why don't people come to SBI? So now they say that you don't need to come to SBI, you don't need to come to bank, everything is there on your smartphone. So I was so happy that finance, now everything, whatever you want to buy, I mean, whatever way you want to use finance, money, everything is there. You can spend money, the money you will receive, you can check money. I remember when I was like you, suppose I supposed to deposit fee in an institution or college, we used to go to bank and we used to stay in queue. It could be 3 or 4 hours, but now you don't need to stay in a queue. Whatever money you want to pay, you have your app, and that through app or smartphone you can transfer money. So that is what revolutionizing the banking industry and giving millions of people access to financial services for the first time. Thanks to Jan Dhan government scheme, you might have noticed recently, it has done a wonder in India. Each and every villager, each and every farmer, they have an account, not only account, but they can access these accounts through their mobile phone. So this is a new banking model emerging with fintech, startup, and technology firms potentially disrupting the status quo. So now it's not only a banking, those who are into, providing you finance or providing you such kind of facilities so that you can transfer money. The non-banking firms also, I call them startups. I don't know how many of you are into a startup, you are planning to start some venture, because when you think of B school, especially commerce and management, they are known because of entrepreneurship and startup. So just think of startup activity, what gap you can fill, what other solution you can provide to the issues and problem existing in the market. If you have that kind of ability, if you have that kind of a flame, you would be a right person to enter into a fintech. So technology is available, but how to use that technology? Just think of European country, they are not using smartphone, they are not using smartphone for transferring money. Rather, what they do, they use credit card. They have different kind of cards, right? So they make money through the different debit credit cards. But in India, to get a credit card, there is a procedure, and they check their credential also. But to have financial transaction through your mobile phone, you don't need such kind of a credential. You need just few less money. With less money also, maybe 500, maybe 1,000, you can have that kind of account. What you need, a smartphone. So thanks to fintech revolution, now, who enjoy banking experience? So left side you can see cash nahi hai, cash not available. On the right side you can see a lot of people standing in front of a bank. So we don't enjoy banking experience. I remember when I was in USA, I used to go to bank because my friend, he always used to insist me, let us go to bank. So I asked, why you want to go to bank? He said it's not about transaction, not about depositing money or withdraw money, but whenever you come to bank, they offer you cup of coffee. So banking, it's experience, the kind of services they provide you, it's not only a services, actually they give you some kind of relationship or experience. So now the whole industry, when you think of service sector, yes, they are talking about satisfaction, but more than that, they are telling you, have you had a wonderful experience with us, right? Whether it's airlines, hospitality, or even in medical services, they say that we gave you a treatment, but what is a relationship we have developed? And that would be in terms of experience. How many want to visit bank? Now you see the scenario over here. Very few people, they want to visit the bank thanks to technology. Now, why we don't want to bank? Why we don't want to go to bank? Lot of problem. You can see this picture, and really we see a kind of service we are looking for when we go to bank. So that attention is missing. I remember when you come to bank in USA, the bankers, those who are serving the customer, they are not supposed to sit. They don't have any chair to sit. So one fine day I asked, I mean, 8 hours you're supposed to stand. Why don't you sit? So they say that, sir, according to bank norms, we need to be very attentive. We need to be very vigilant. We need to serve customer, right? While we are serving customer, we need to pay our at 100%. We need to give our 100%. That's why we are not supposed to sit. Now, just think of Indian Bank. We have efficient branch, we have efficient people, but sometime I remember last week while I visiting SBI, people were so good, they were very nice, they were ready to provide you all possible services, but I was there for 2 hours, and bank need just for 2 or 5 minutes, but I was there for 2 hours, and I was complaining. Not about the behavior of the people over there, but they say, sir, us are this, what do you call, software is not working, server is not working today, it comes from Mumbai, so there is a issue. So I thought that on the one side, we always complain when we think of a bank that the people over there, they are not good, especially in government bank. But sometimes technology may be a issue. So I asked them, what kind of technology you have? We are serving to a French, what do you call, railway. So whenever they have any issue, they want any query, whenever they call, we receive call at Noida. I'm talking about French railway. So on the one side, we are serving the whole world in terms of services, in terms of software, in terms of quality of services. But when it comes to Indian Railway or when it comes to Indian banks, we know are not so good. But anyway, this problem will be solved because you would be thinking about a different kind of a solution. You will be providing some kind of satisfaction and experience with your unique idea with using the technology. And what kind of technology, what kind of idea we are using, I am going to show you that in the next slide is. So I remember when I wanted to transfer some money from other country to India or India to some other country, we used to have Thomas Cook. So first come to Thomas Cook. They used to take 6 or 8 hours time to transfer your money from one country to another country. And they used to charge a huge, huge commission, right? Now think of banking. Banking has done a wonderful job. Just think of cashless journey. Everything is there in smart way. Whether it's a card, your smart watch, smartphone, these all are there. And very important thing, because we are ready to pay money. On the one side, we are ready to pay money. On the other side, we are looking for good experience, good services. So fintech, what fintech has done, they are ready to provide, they are ready to serve the customer expectation, and banking services gap filled by fintech. So now, as I told you in the last slide, what kind of technology, what kind of services gap we have filled out. So thanks to Paytm, the kind of wonder they have done, we all are aware of, we all are part of Paytm. You know all this, you know this phone pay, you know free charge, you know Airtel money, you know Geo money, you know Ola money, PayPal India, you know Google Pay. Are they really a banking organization? Raise your hand, everybody, if you all are with me. I can see all of you. Raise your hand. One hand, please raise. Every student, raise your hand. I can see all. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. So you all are aware of that they are not actually traditional bank. They understood a different kind of a issue, different kind of a gap, service gap, and they fill the gap. Each and everybody in India, right? They are somewhere linked with these all services, right? So it's a great opportunity for all of us. Think about some issue, think about some service gap, and like Paytm and other phone pay free charge, they have been using a existing technology which is existing in India. So now, whatever norms, whatever issues were there with banking, now that has been resolved. We don't have that kind of stringent rule, but rather rules are there, but services options are there. We need to see this. Now think of global fintech investment in 2018. It was $40 billion. Because of people like you, those who can think, now think of India. What is the expectation? Expectation are like this, that Indian fintech market is expected to reach US dollar 150 billion in valuation by 2025. So think of startup, think of entrepreneur activities. It would be a really great option for all of us, right? To think about entering into this kind of option. These all are unicorns, somewhere linked with financial activity. So this finance fintech is not about banking only. we have other services also like insurance, right? And other services too. So here you can see the top 10 funded fintech startups in India. So there is no dearth of unicorn. They are somewhere big organization. They have been into, they all are somewhere linked with fintech. Here the top startups, they are, reflecting on fintech. So it's your turn now. Before we move further, one thing is very clear that we were not able to, interact earlier, but now we are able to interact. Technology have been playing a very important role in our life, but what is most important when we think of technology is dead without people. So there is no use of technology, whether this technology is in education, ED technology, or in financial fintech. So there is no use of this technology until and unless people are there. So technology is dead without people. So who can use this technology? For what purpose we are using this technology? It's all about people making our life more comfortable, more beautiful, and more comfortable, right? So use this technology and think of an idea in terms of startup, that okay, this is the big issue which is there in my locality, in my area. Can I use a technology and can create, for example, just think of Bangladesh, Professor Yunus Khan, the kind of wonder he has done. I mean, the whole world is replicating the kind of bank he proposed, and we call it Grameen Bank. The idea he proposed long time back, and that was, you all aware of, that few women, they will, join hand and will propose a startup, but bank would be there to help them out, right? So we call them self-help group. So on the one side idea, on the other side Grameen Bank. So these together working. And not only this, the Professor Yunus Khan, after launching this successful two venture, I mean self-help group and Grameen Bank, one fine day he saw a lot of beggars, and he wanted, and he's a professor in one university, and he decided to, resolve these beggars problem. So he invited beggars. How much you earn? So they say that every day we earn 100 rupees, we all are begging. So he promised to double their income. How come? So he said, the beggars, they they have, designated locality, designated houses. So they have area, they have divided the area, that this is my area, this is your area. And in Delhi, we have, fixed beggars. They come and ring our bell, especially on Tuesday and Saturday, right? They have fixed days also. So think of beggars in your locality, they have similar kind of, approach. So Professor Yunus Khan, what he did, he told them, see, I am going to increase your income. What you need to do, your, the client. Client means those who give you money when you go for begging. So these people, you have developed over the period of a kind of relationship or link with your client. So next time when you come to a, particular household, tell them that you have some product to sell, and these products are not costly. 2 rupees Parle G biscuit, to 1 rupees shampoo pouch, 1 rupees toffee. So these kind of small products, they start selling. In starting, these people were hesitating, but slowly what happened, when on Saturday the beggars comes, the household woman, she gave a list of product. On Tuesday, whenever you come back, please bring all these products. So now these beggars have become a salesman. So what is behind this all? No technology, nothing but an idea. So how to use this technology? Behind technology, what you need, a creative idea. You need to be creative, you need to be innovative. And for innovation and creativity, you have your institution. Your institution, your faculty will help you. Now, how this fintech has empowered people in India and our country, as I said, that Jan Dhan Yojana. Just think of Jan Dhan Yojana in last 6 7 years. It has done a wonder. Number of account in crore. So 43 crore account open till 2021. Deposit you can say 1,46,230. So this is what a different kind of scenario. Earlier, Banking system, banking was there only for rich people or middle class. But now, each and everyone, whether you are rich, poor, or I mean, anyone can access to the banking system thanks to Jan Dhan Yojana. And as I mentioned, let me put some more light on this. We don't have much time, maybe next 5-10 minutes, if you allow me. Fintech financial technology is not a new concept, but it influences of how we manage our finances has accelerated tremendously in recent years. A majority of the Indian fintech startups are not even a decade old, but the progress and growth shown by these firms has been exponentially over the past few years, which is why I'm requesting you just think of an idea, just think of a startup in fintech, use this technology and go for it, right? Just don't think of getting good, what do you call it, salary, or just don't think of getting good job. Rather, think of idea, think of fintech, think of a gap and fill that gap, create your own company and provide jobs to others. And in 2018, India had over 50,000 startups with around 8,900 to 9,300 of them being technology based. So you can think it's really 20%, approximately 20% startups, they have used a different kind of technology. In 2019 alone, 1,300 new tech startups were established, indicating that 2 to 3 new technology startups are founded every day. So in India, scenario has changed. People are not looking for a job, rather they are starting their own venture in terms of startup. So you have a great opportunity, believe me. And in last 5-6 years, my own institution, including my college, we have started approximately 20 startups, different kind of startups. So there is no dearth of money. There is no dearth of idea. What you need, you should have that kind of flame inside you. You should have that kind of a passion. So this is adoption has enabled the growth of various sector, making it accessible for both the service provider and the consumers. And thanks to, even sometimes we always blame this pandemic, but thanks to pandemic, we have developed a new kind of a scenario, new kind of normal. And post-pandemic, one such sector is e-commerce. During pandemic, what we were looking for, we were looking for that we don't want to go outside for shopping. We don't want to go out for any medicine or any product. So thanks to these e-commerce services organization, they say that don't come out. We will provide you everything at your doorstep. I remember a long time back, there was advertisement by Domino's that we will provide you pizza at your doorstep within 20 minutes. If we don't service or we don't serve you pizza within 20 minutes, this would be free of cost. Now, thanks to Blinkit, all food services or other organization, they say it's not at 20 minutes, within 10 minutes we will be providing you whatever products you wish at your doorstep, right? So financial terms also, financial technology also is ready to serve us, that it's not a 10 minutes, few seconds, you give us few seconds, we will be transferring your money. Comes to ATM machine, within few seconds you get your cash. Within few seconds you transfer your money from one place to another place. Within few seconds you recharge your all bills, right? All mobile phone services. So postpaid make one such sector is e-commerce, which has witnessed massive growth both in terms of number of consumers and profit figures, and all has seen, and this has been done. And what is market prediction? The e-commerce market in India is predicted to rise $188 billion by 2025. So there is a tremendous opportunities. There is a tremendous opportunities, right? It is estimated to reach $350 billion by 2030, right? It is because of Digital India campaign and thanks to digital payment, hyper-local logistic, analytics-driven consumer experience, and digital marketing. So all this is possible thanks to digitalization, thanks to this artificial intelligence, thanks to this all technology. India is growing, we all are growing. In the past few years, India has witnessed a massive growth in terms of technology adoption across the country, And you can see India has the world third largest startup ecosystem. And as I mentioned, we always blame the pandemic and demonetization, but demonetization has given some kind of push to financial tech, fintech startups, and payment, lending, wealth technology, personal finance management, insurance technology, regulatory technology, and other subsegments make up the Indian fintech business ecosystem. So, as I mentioned, it's not about banking, it's about lending, it's about wealth, it's about personal finance management, it's about insurance. Sorry, sir. जी जी कोई बात नहीं सर, कोई बात नहीं जी। ओके, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच, थैंक यू।